One of the other speakers who will be there speaking also is a brother by the name of Bones, man. I have so much respect for the brother Bones, man. His information is amazing. The brother is always on call. If I call and I say I need, something, when I called him about this trip, I ran it down to him, man, that I wanted to bring our youth together, man. And then I ran down some other projects that I want to do after we do the youth, the Mounds trip. And this brother has been nothing but support from day one, and having him on the trip is very much, I'm honored to have him on the trip with us as a speaker also. He'll be definitely breaking down to our families what these mounds are and how important they are in our history and who they were to our people, to our ancestors. So, you're going to get a lot of information out of that brother. And I can't wait, man. He's definitely, between him and Kerry Davis, oh man, that's definitely going to be a sight to see, and our youth are going to learn so much. Our parents are going to learn so much. Our grandparents are going to learn so much.
Halito Tribe, it's your boy Chief Cali checking in, and guess who I got on the screen right now? I got my brother Bones. Y'all know I have done much work with Bones. I have been down to Brother Bones' community. I've seen what they're doing out down there in the community. I've been down there. He showed me the farming and everything, showing me how these American Indians are getting it in the communities down there in Tifton, Georgia, okay? So one thing I want to do is we're gearing up for season 2 of the docuseries Ourstory. And Brother Bones wasn't in season 1, but guess what? Yeah. We just finished this interview for season 2. So, Brother Bones, I want to thank you. Take my time to thank you for being a part of season 2, the upcoming season 2 coming in. And, brother, I just want to ask you, have you had a chance to see season 1? And what made you want to be a part of season 2?
Yeah, I got a chance to watch it. I actually watched it several times. And, like I always said, to me, it's very important for us to tell our story. Is that everything that we know about ourselves, someone else gave to us, or someone else is telling the story. And how factual can it be if the people telling the story about us is not us? So it's very important for us to do this, to document it, to make a stand. This is more than talking. We're making a stand here, because we're doing the work and people can see we're telling our story.
That's right. And Bones, you're very good with the editing. You're very good with the digital display. You're very much into the politics. You're very much kept us up on the politics of how to deal with our government and things like that. So we definitely, you are a big piece to our puzzle in us building, and I appreciate you for that. What would you like to see come from the docuseries? I've actually had a lot of people hitting me up saying how much they love season 1, and people are ready for season 2. So I've been interviewing and trying to get season 2 ready. What would you like to see come from the docuseries, or hope that comes from it?
Well, to be honest, change amongst us. Amongst our own people, our own children, to where we start telling our stories and listening to our stories. Because we can't expect no one to respect us as American Indians if we don't respect us as American Indians. If we don't tell our story, if we don't teach our children, who's going to take us serious? So it's very important that we keep doing this. That, again, it starts with us documenting our stories. Because how will future generations know what we stood for, who we are, if we don't document it, if we don't put it down, if we don't pass it on? So, Cali, I want to thank you for even starting this, because a lot of people can talk about it, but it's one thing to get everybody together, to put the time in to create something that's needed, when a lot of people can see what's needed and don't even take action. So thank you again for creating something that allow all of us who got the bits and pieces to come together to tell our story, so we can see our children and future generations not having to go through the same thing over and over and over again. So right. Thank you, brother, for real. Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. Family, tribe, this is my brother Bones. he will be a part of season 2 of Ourstory, 1977 Roots.
I'm telling all the youth that's out here that can hear me, this is your time. Because if y'all don't do it, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be in the same situation we're in right now, trying to build for your children. Learn who you are. The reason why it's important for you not to say African American, because I know this is the question y'all wanna know, what's the difference? Anytime you put something in front of American, you're an immigrant. African American. How many people know what DACA is? I've been saying this all day. DACA is the program that states the children, y'all the children, of illegal immigrants can and will be deported. So if your parents and yourself call yourself an African American,
you're taking yourself off the land.
What are you saying? You're an illegal immigrant.
That's right.
Which one? Who out here got paperwork to Africa? Please, somebody show me your paperwork that goes back to a country in Africa. Because if you don't got it, by law, I want every child here that has a phone, Google on it, look up and see how many so-called African Americans in the last 3 years have been deported and can never come back. This is a little project for y'all. It will shock you. Obama alone exported more than 4,000 of us. Can never come back.
I don't even know that.
Can never come back. See, we have to use this technology we have to benefit ourselves. So you'll look at China, they don't allow their children to have phones. You'll be like, wow, ooh, that's mean. Maybe we should adopt it. Because the problem with too much information, if this isn't ready, too much information rots this.
That's right.
Too much information leads to the stray. And the only way we're going to do this, our youth, our middle, and our elders, we have to reunite. We got to get it back together.
And I want to tell y'all this. Last season, a lot of people thought just because they kept seeing Dr. King, they thought just because they kept seeing Dr. King that the docuseries was going to be about Dr. King. When it really wasn't about Dr. King. It was about those people who were with Dr. King. And those people who were with Dr. King in '68 had children. They had children. Those people are still here. So as we move into the '70s, it's still about those people. Right? So don't get caught up in Roots. Because I've had people say, Roots wasn't a part of our story. I never said Roots was a part of our story. Never said it. But see, you'll find out more once you watch the docuseries. Why we titled it 1977 Roots. Every year is going to have something that we deal with specifically. So, brother, with that being said, I want to salute you, brother, for being a part, joining the family of the cast of season 2. We just finished our interview. So he's on deck. Brother Bones is here on deck, and I appreciate you, brother. And I'll let you have the last word. Actually, just give our youth, take us out talking to our youth.
Well, basically, the one thing that I would like to tell them is, I know it's rough and it's hard. And I know future generations did not do their due diligence to make it easier. But the promise that we're giving you is that we're doing everything possible to document this. So your search will be easier. So you won't have to raise your generation of families of guessing on why this happens or why these programs are doing this to you. So again, this is for you and your children's children. So finally that we have archived our families, our stories, our memories, and we can keep it going and going and going. So never again will we be told that we were slaves. Never again we can be told that we were worthless. And never again we can be told that we never came from a strong people who laid their roots and have always been here as an American Indian.
I love it. I love it, man. I thank you, brother. Brother Bones has been to my events. He's been to my Mounds trips. He spoke to our community. The brother has came through for me, man, and I appreciate you, brother. And family, tribe, I want to tell y'all, season 2 is on the way. Get ready. Ourstory. Peace.
Peace.
This is not a hobby. This is our history. This is not a gimmick. This is our children's future. So if it matters that much, we done did everything else they told us. We done killed each other over colors.
That's right.
We done killed each other over movies, music, corners. So for once in our life, we can't stand up and say this is what we want. It's cool what everybody else doing, but this is what the urban American Indian is doing. Your history is still here. Your history is still here. And it's up to each and every last one of you on what your future gonna be.